Welcome back, everyone. Digital Golf Doc here with day 4 of 30 days to better golf mobility. Again, my promise to you is you give me 5 minutes a day for 30 straight days, and I'll give you the best golf mobility you've ever had. Today, we're going to focus on the hips and upper back, specifically the groin part of the hips. So we are going to go into this position on one knee, leg out to the side. You'll see my back is pretty much a neutral curve in it. And once we're there, we're going to rock our hips backward. And as we go back, we should feel a stretch through the underside of our leg here, right through our groin or adductor muscles. And we're going to bob back and forth just a few times to get that muscle to start loosening up before we add another movement to start bringing in our upper back or our thoracic spine. Make sure you're not holding your breath with this movement. We're going to do 2 more. And then we're going to add rotation to it. Alright, so this is the last one. What I want you to do is hold that position. Feel the stretch in the groin. You're going to take this arm, wrap it under, reach through to the other side. You can put a little bend in that support elbow. And then you're going to open back up. You're going to reach through and open back up. And we're going to repeat this a handful of times. As you rotate, you should really feel that stretch on the inside of your thigh intensify. Start feeling a little bit of stress in your upper back as well. If you need a break, you want to come out of the position for a few seconds, you can do that. And then work your way back into it as soon as you can. Then we've got 2 more repetitions. Might even feel a little bit of shake in your leg, like I am right now, as that muscle just resists the stretch a little bit. And we'll come back to our starting position. We'll bend that knee. We'll shift our weight into the opposite knee. We'll bring the other leg out to the side. And again, we'll start just by rocking back and forth, starting to put some tension in those groin or adductor muscles, trying to keep that low back position controlled. Fairly close to neutral. It doesn't have to stay perfectly there, but you just want to make sure you don't have this giant rounding moment. Each time you rock back, you're hopefully going to move a little bit further, feeling more and more stretch. We'll do about 2 more rocks. There's one, and then the second one we are going to hold back there. So we're going to reach that arm up and then down and through. We're going to reach it up and then down and through. And again, as we're moving our upper back through this rotation to each side, we want to keep our legs and hips in a similar position so that we're maintaining that stretch on the inner thigh, also known as our adductor or groin muscles. These are muscles that often get tight as you sit throughout the day because you just don't get much time in a stretched position. So your body starts to adapt to what you do most, which for a lot of us is sitting all day. And by the time we make it out to the golf course, we're tight, stiff, uncomfortable, and then we wonder why we can't make a good golf swing. Great. Now we're going to bring our hands back out to the front. Now we're going to come down on both knees. We're going to rock our hips back so that we sit our butt back toward our feet. You can have your toes wrapped under you or flat on the ground. Going to bring our forearms to the ground. We'll bring one up behind the head. And we're going to rotate, keeping the other forearm touching the ground. As we take the up arm, rotate our chest as far open toward the wall as we can. Really starting to intensify the movement on our upper back here. We're going to repeat this a handful of times on this side. And we'll finish with about 7 or 8 repetitions to the other side. Running down toward the end of our 5 minutes. But we still have plenty of time to knock out the other side. We're going to do 1 more. Then we'll drop that forearm to the ground. Other hand up on top of your head. And you'll open up. Make sure you're maintaining that breath, especially in the top position. We tend to hold our breath in the most straining of all positions. So that's where you want to tune in and be cognizant of it. to make sure you're keeping everything relaxed. Let's go 2 more big turns. 1 and 2. Perfect. Come on up, shake it out. We're going to finish the day there, and I will see you tomorrow on day 5 of the 30-day Golf Mobility Challenge.